EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in Silicon Valley. And with the foghorn bellowing behind us, that means it's time for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. Off we go from Santa Clara. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Kittle is the man in motion. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Short throw there, pulled in by Evans.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
Mike, when you think about these raw quarterbacks, right, they have this untapped potential in their upside. This guy's name is at the top of the list. But as we all know, in order to succeed at quarterback in the NFL, it takes a lot more than just the physical tools. You need to know how to use them to your advantage, and that's where the struggles have come so far in his career. Until that changes, I think it's going to be a lot of potential and maybe not the same performance. Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. A first carry here for Devon Achane. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
So that'll bring up fourth down, and here comes the veteran Bradley Pinion to punt it away. Jordan Watkins is deep for San Francisco. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The 49ers offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's good for a Niners first down.
1st and 10 at the 47.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Now, hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll get forward for about a yard. It was Tyrell Dodson that time on the tackle.
46-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense ready for their second possession. They were 3 and out first time around. They'll begin anew here in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Willis. He'll step up and run this.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 9. Dulcich now brought in motion. On the ground, here is Achane. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Now Willis. That is caught by Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That pass play, good for 22. Good for a Dolphins first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Dulcich now brought in motion. Willis to throw. He'll step up and run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
At the 49ers' 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, here's Willis. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And he will get into the end zone. Tutu Atwell. Touchdown, Dolphins.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. 49ers offense ready for this next possession. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Open receiver, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Purdy. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Here's Corliss Waitman now, as he is on to punt it away for San Francisco. On the return, here's Washington. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
At their own 37
The Dolphins
yard
offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Dolphins.
So after one, it's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Here's a give to Achane. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
Here's Willis. That's caught by Tolbert right side. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throwing, Willis. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher, and this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. He works free, right side. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. And special teams changes the momentum. Right after a 3-and-out, you think you're getting the ball back instead. Not just a turnover, Greg, but a touchdown the other way.
Yeah, and you can just see their body language. The wind has come out of their sails. The offense is fired up. Great job, defense. You force a 3-and-out, and you got your helmet on. You think you're about to take the field and get a possession. Next thing you know, disaster strikes. Not only the turnover, Mike, the scoop score, and they take it back for 6.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the 49ers will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. On the return, Malik Washington. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's A-Town. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Now, faking the give. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
3rd down, they need 5. Throwing, Willis. He's across midfield. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A huge play there on the screen pass. 37 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And the Dolphins are going to have it 1st and goal. He'll take this down to about the 3.
14 more yards.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Right. Try to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Throwing is Willis. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Tutu Atwell was the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd and goal.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway. You could tell that this defense was ready for this exact play call. They know that they're going to give their quarterback a chance both through the air and on the ground with his legs. They do a nice job stopping him short of the goal line to force 4th down.
Well, a field goal would break the tie, but instead the offense stays out there. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Ollie Gordon. Touchdown, Miami.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, here comes Evans. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now, after the play, they'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. It's 3rd and 4. They send Evans in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Doing there, they made sure he would not get free. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this 1st half. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
Throwing now on 3rd and long, and they will continue to go backwards He's taken down for a sack.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Here's the punter now, as he's standing right around his own goal line. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Niners offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. On the give, it's McCaffrey. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Dodson on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Off the play fake, Purdy. That's into the hands of the fullback. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll try to run for it.
On 3rd down, the defense decides to dial up a blitz. Give credit to the offensive line and the running backs. They were ready for it. They picked it up. That's what allowed the quarterback to escape the pocket, see open space, and convert and pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. 20-yard pickup there. 1st down, 49ers.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And he's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
4 yards. Complete to Ricky Pearsall. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Dolphins'
2nd and
11-yard
inches.
line.
A run here with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up. Now the Dolphins going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. McCaffrey. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4.
The tackle made by Jordan
Now Miami
Brooks.
going to use the 2nd of their
It's a loss of
timeouts.
1.
And they'll get
Brings up
together
2nd and
prior to
goal
this 2nd down
at the
play.
4-yard line.
Again, it'll be McCaffrey. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Third and goal. Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will power his way into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. 49ers. Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Washington now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Willis. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Willis now to throw. He takes off. And a nice run and close to the first down, protecting himself, sliding at the end.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Willis. In trouble, and down he goes. The Niners use the first of their timeouts. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Miami. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs. Kittle is the man in motion. Purdy on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. And he's in! Christian Kirk, touchdown San Francisco.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This is taken in at the goal line. We'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
At the 28-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
4. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he'll take this to the 35, and that'll move the chains. It's a 1st down. So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the 2nd half. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Dolphins offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Play action. He'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
They'll stay on the ground with H.M. And he's going to have that 1st down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Off he goes.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They run on the jet sweep, and this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Finds his tight end, Dulcich. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 8. Atwell sent in motion here. Willis now to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Willis to throw. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. On the return, here comes Evans. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Niners offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Willie Gay with the stop.
At the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Purdy to throw. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
Third and 11. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long.
Dotson on the tackle. A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
The 49ers out to punt this one, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs. On the handoff, this is H.A. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up third down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's into the end zone. Malik Willis. Touchdown, Dolphins. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The extra point by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, here comes Evans. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Niners offense make their way out to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. He's taken down just shy of midfield. And even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he won't get away. Good open tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
Purdy now on 2nd down. trouble in there. Caught by Kittle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
13 yards
Purdy
on the
to
play.
Kittle for the Niners. First down.
First down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Pearsall, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down, 3 to go. Shotgun snap to Purdy. This one is caught by Kirk. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On to the 4th quarter we go, and it begins with a McCaffrey run. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward, gain of about 5.
You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
A loss of 2.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Devon Achad ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Dulcich now brought in motion. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And this is going to work out. He's got it. The first down at the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 2.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
A run out of the gun with H.M. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain there of 11. First down, Miami.
Dolphins, first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring him down for a loss.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. That one into the hands of Atwell. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Dolphins first down.
That's another Dolphins first down.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback, and he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
To throw, here's Willis. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up third down.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the first down.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
So here comes Jason Sanders in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the fourth. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. It's good for a Niners first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
At the 44-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Makes it 3rd
So,
and 8.
2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll drop to throw. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, 49ers.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
On the run, McCaffrey. Not much there, maybe a yard.
The tackle made by Jordan Brooks. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here we go. 1st and goal. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off at 6.
31, Dolphins 27.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Devon Achad ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Willis. Towards the middle, and that's Tolbert. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 14
now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Gain of 14. First down, Miami.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Willis. Looking underneath for Achad. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. Clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
It is 2nd and a yard. Here's Willis. He's got it to the tight end, Dulcich. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here's 1st down. Throwing, Willis. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot on the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, and this one will come to an end. So a win here for the 49ers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end,